Hello, everybody. We are back for another Maker Tuesday. Excuse me while I get the next thing on my printer going. I am so excited for the thing that I'm making right now. Most of you probably know what I'm making. I am making the Art Me. But, oh, I didn't realize it was that big, that piece. Let's see. I'm currently printing out all the pieces in PETG. And although I'm a ReCreator guy who prints in PET quite often, well, often is over-exaggerating, I still get nervous when I print with anything other than PLA. I get really antsy about it. And if you want to complain that you're not able to see what I'm printing, feel free to lodge a complaint with Bamboo because they don't allow you to. These days I can't even get the camera to work just in general. Not even like enough to show on screen. It's kind of sad. Yeah. Please check the network and try again. It is not a good feed. I've heard it's because the CPU on all of the Bamboo printers is severely underpowered, and the printer can't handle it. But that is just what I've heard. I don't know that for certain, so don't take that as gospel. So today, I'm going to be making a variable cutter for the also let me know how the music is. It might be a tad bit loud, and I can knock down the volume. So the ReCreator, you hopefully are familiar with the ReCreator because I do nothing but talk about it all the time. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Hold on. ReCreator, parts to print, modifications. Okay, I saved it in the right spot. That's good to see. So right now, I am pulling up the reference guide for what I'm talking about because I don't do that very often. Well, I pull up references, but for this specifically, whoop, it's in ReCreator. Parts to print, modifications, depths. There we go. Show that. So boom, I've got that up there. So right here you can see this is the graph of general idea of what depth of cut you should make for the thickness that a bottle is. So I have been noticing that some of my pulls have either been so tough that I actually ended up breaking my ReCreator. I have to go back and fix it because my bottle was too thick and it was too hard to pull through. You can see in some of the footage for some of my recent videos, I've actually got this big cut on my, which finger is it? Index finger. So if you notice that cut on my index finger, I slipped while I was recreating. And I was like, you know what? It's time to finally, make a variable cutter. Now, the reason I've never made a variable cutter is because I don't have a lot of the bearings, and so I specifically wanted one that uses I call them X-Acto blades, but they're not X-Acto blades, they're razor blades. So I don't know if I can show what I'm talking about because I might get banned for showing a knife on screen, but hopefully when I make a video or post the file, etc., that will have the actual, like, what I'm talking about, like, knife on it, so you can see what I'm talking about. But sometimes you hear them called box cutters. They're like the rectangular ones. So I'm gonna try and kill two birds with one stone. One, I want to make an easy to replicate cutter that uses the X-Acto blades. The reason I want that is because the X-Acto blades are really cheap. And I'm going to turn this down. It sounds hella loud. If I am wrong, I'll turn it back up. Maybe it's just a little bit soft. Shout out to Volume for always being screwed up on my streams. There we go. Excuse me if I keep coughing. My throat is really dry today. It's semi-Stanley-esque blade. It's like a single razor blade. Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. I'm gonna model the actual blade because I need it as a... I want it as a blank to see kind of how I'm making this. But the idea is that I can make the blade part almost like, not hot swappable, but like swappable, and make it easier to swap because it uses blades instead of, if it uses blades instead of, oh my gosh, my brain is failing me. Because it uses a razor blade instead of the sanded bearings, it's a little bit easier to make, like, how many dots are on the thing? Like 10 of them, and then just cycle through them, rather than having to, like, swap them all the time. I don't know if I'm perfectly explaining it. I'm trying to start the idea of how to build this while I'm... Here's my YOLOing it at an 8mm strip width. Ooh. Yikes. I want more consistent cuts. And for some reason, the pet that I've gotten from Josh is like really good. And the stuff that I make is okay. Here is me. Okay, so the actual... I'm going to measure... First, I'm going to measure the knife so I can put the knife away. Because I'm nervous that I'm going to slip and cut myself midstream. So the cutter is... I should have asked Josh for the step files for the cutter so that I could have just edited it. Like Josh has been doing this for years. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is 39.66. So I'm going to call it 39.6. So this is 39.6. And then the total is... There are no step files. It's all in Tinkercad. Ew. I'm a D1 hater of Tinkercad. 19.5 is the other side. 19.5. Now I need these like circle parts that come out. I don't think I care about the one in the middle. I care about the ones on the side. I don't think that you're kidding. I trust you. I just think it's crazy. Okay, so then I need to boop, P fun size. I know for a fact is made in Tinkercad. That I feel very sorry for the ReCreator fun size. Then I can't wait to get my hands on one. I am like so excited. I don't know if I've talked about that, but at some point I'm gonna make a fun sized. I have talked about that. I don't know what I'm talking about. 7.98. I'm gonna call that 7.8 from the top. And you'll see why I'm subtracting 0.2 in a second. Actually, I could subtract 0.1. There we go. So that will leave a 0.2 millimeter I'm leaving 0.2 because I like to leave one layer height gap on everything. Although I've actually been shifting to 0.16 layer height instead of 0.2. All right, 3.3. Actually, I want a corner rectangle, and I want it to be down there. And this should be perfect. Now I could round these technically, but I'm not going to because I don't feel like it. Oh, the thickness. Technically, you could assume that it has no thickness, but that's bad engineering. Ah! Almost dropped it on my leg. Yeah, it's 1 millimeter thick, so that is important that I got that measurement. Okay. So I'm gonna do this as 3.4 just to add a little bit more. And whoop. So while I do this math, how is everybody? Doing good, I hope. 1. That actually looks right. I'm gonna leave that. This is my first functional model I've ever made. I think all of my others have been decorative that I've made on Maker Tuesday, so this is going to be interesting. 1.16 is more math than it's worth, and this is coming from the guy who thinks in 16 millimeter blocks. So what I mean is I'm going to, like my slicer layer height, I'm moving to 1.16. It shouldn't throw off the tolerance too much for my actual modeling because I'm modeling for everybody, not just me. So, there we go. Okay. Sweet. Now what I want to do is replicate that on the other side. So, what I should do is cut. There we go. Hold on. I know what I gotta do. Okay. Boom. 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 Oh, Dreams, did you see in the ReCreator server that what's his name is now CNC Kitchen's now with us? That made me super stressed. I was like, "Oh my gosh. He walks among us." Okay, so that is what the blade looks like. That glare makes it so you can't even see it. So this is what the blade looks like. I'm going to edit appearance and make it gray. Awesome. So now you see what the blade looks like. For reasons you should hopefully know, I'm not going to model it any more than this because I do not want to get in trouble with YouTube. Now, he's walked among us for a while. Did someone poke him? Yeah, Josh poked him. Ah! Did that show anything? Really quickly. I don't think that shows anything. Oh no, it shows that I use things. Do you see teaching text video on Bamboo? Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay. So while I'm doing this, oh my gosh. I feel like I'm rewriting my... I feel like every day I'm rewriting my A1 video because something changes and I'm like, God, like somebody makes a new video and I'm like, shit. Like, what's his name? Teaching Tech makes a new video and I'm like, son of a gun. Now I have more shit to respond to, but what is super exciting. So the beginning of my video starts with a discussion, or the original script started with it started with a discussion of XYZ printing, and I am so glad he brought up XYZ printing. 3-hour live stream about bamboo, and then Joseph Prusha turned up in chat. That is hilarious. I am so mad, but also so excited because it is quite literally the downfall of bamboo. And the thing that makes me so angry is I called it exactly a year ago on my Minecraft stream. And now everybody gets to be the cool guy. I was there from the beginning, all right? I was a D1 hater of bamboo. I was there since 3D print or East Coast Rep 2023 in the trenches. I was there. I said the A1 Mini was embarrassing. Before the A1 even had come out, I said it was embarrassing. And people said, you're a hater. And now it's cool. All right. I was there from the beginning. I've been a day one hater. All you fake haters out there are like, oh, well, proprietary. I was there at the beginning, all right? Don't ask me why I still ended up buying the machine. That's not important. Oh, day one hater that bought. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, okay? You know what? Hey, every single time you hate on something, somebody will say, well, you never tried it. So now I can be an actual D1 hater because I've actually bought it. And now I know that it's awful. So it's like, I know from both experience and not experience why I hate it. It's fantastic, actually. I'm going to open up a Patreon just to pay for that printer so I don't have to think about the fact that I spent money on it. This is a joke. To anybody clipping this out of context, this part of the video is a joke. Okay, so here is the Cartor. I want to try and match these dimensions as close as I possibly can get, because I want to see if I can fit it onto the original. I remember when I found your channel and how much crap you talked. Then you said you were buying one even after the Apple of Printers comment. Yeah, so what happened was I went to Micro Center to buy the Cobra Ace. No relation. And the guy at Micro Center talked me out of it and into the bamboo printer. The A1. Shouldn't have listened to him. Shouldn't have. He said in all fairness, he said he is very proud of me because he's never seen an A1 break as hard as it's broken with me. So he said it's actually impressive how hard it's not working for me. So that guy needs to be fired? No, he's my guy. I love that guy. See, they work for everybody that isn't me. I talked you into getting the Cobra Ace. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I should have listened to you. I listened to the haters too much. Oh, I just realized I have 2 of these. I want to go off the 7.5 one. Although they should have the same dimensions for what I care about. I just need this here to know what I'm doing. So I'm pulling numbers off of this because I want to steal from Josh, because I'm a huge hater. Actually, that's what this is all about. I've been saying the word hater a lot today. Hey, Dreams, I'm using your favorite Tinkercad purely so you could put the ace head onto your SVO8 as a tool changer. See, I wouldn't do that. I would just build the box turtle. Oh, wait. I want it this way. Boom. So that should be as close as I can possibly get to the flats without the rounded part. And so what I can do then is go back to here, and I can bring my plane back, hide you, and I can make a new sketch. But you should. No, what I want to do is I want to just do the SVO8 tool changer. What I would love to do is have a tool changer with Creality sprite extruders, because those unironically are the best tool heads I've ever worked with on any printer. They are so easy to service, and the parts are generally like easy to come by. Some of these new printers come with these nozzles that aren't, I don't want to say proprietary, because then some Redditor is going to jump at me and say, well, actually, technically, they're not proprietary. But, like, these nozzles are, like, all new and, like, all this stupid stuff. 17.2. By 17.2. Did I read that wrong? Yeah, it's... No, 17.2 by 48. By 48. Fantastic. So this is what the top will look like. There will be a gap in the middle that I will... So that gap is going to be how thick? I got to figure out this distance right here. How am I going to do that? Ooh, I know how I can get that depth. Okay. Oh, shoot. I forgot to leave one untouched. Damn. I hate this when I do this in Tinkercad. This is how I get numbers. So if anybody's wondering how I get dimensions, calibers are overrated. Grandpa called. They want their tools back. Calibers are for sissies. Measure everything by putting the model directly in Tinkercad. Sorry, I've had a interesting week. I'm in an interesting mood today. Okay, let's see. It's off by a hair. Calibers or calipers? That's a good question. I always heard them called calibers, which is weird because it's like you're not talking about like the caliber of this person. So I don't quite get it, but oh, you know what? You know what irks me more than anything else? When I see people using like the non-digital calibers, like the ones where you have to like look at it like it's an actual ruler, and I'm like, buddy, we live in 2025. Why? Why? Okay, so it looks to be 1.7. I'll call it 1.7. I don't have the caliber to use those calibers. Ah, killing them. I need to keep one that I don't break. Because verniers will never be knocked out of calibration. What are... I thought verniers were the things you put on your teeth that looked like real teeth, like the fake faux teeth. You know what you do with the digital ones? You just hit 0 and then it's zeroed. Then it's calibrated. Oh, I need to measure this point right here. The point at which the top of the... Yeah, I don't have that number. No, it's the slidey ruler measure stick. Okay. I've got a Pittsburgh one from Harbor Freight. Let me read what it says on it. Pittsburgh digital caliper with the P. I've always called them calibers though. But yes, I have one of these. These shits are amazing. I love these. I'm holding it up to the camera so that you guys cannot see it because that's not how this works. I'm going to put this away for a sec because I actually don't need it. You. I need you. Because I grabbed this. It was... I should just take a screenshot. Boom. Okay, so 48 by 17.2. So I got that correct. Now what I need is this distance. No, not this. This. To the tip of the round right there. I'm gonna call it there. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. So that distance is 22.13. Holding it up to the camera doesn't work, as it's a caliper from the other dimension that you glitched in from. It's real and true. So true. Okay, so I read this as 22.13, so calculate that. 22.1 minus 17.23, which is 4... I screwed it up. I screwed up the math. It's 22.1. 1 minus 17.2, and that's 4.9. Fantastic. Now I go in here, I hit Q, I go to the middle, I go out, I dimension this, and it is, what did I say, 4.9. Fantastic. And then I go over here to an ellipse. Nope, I want an ellipse right here. Like that. Fantastic. I don't like that though. 3-point arch. Sure. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Look at it. Look at it. I did it. Only living matter can adjust to the camera's dimension. So true. This is just the way that you perceive me in this space. While I'm here, I'm going to put a slight fillet on these corners. Just because then they should print a little bit better. Otherwise you'd need mouse ears. So this is great. This is the front end of the cutter. I need the hole in the middle for the dowel, or for the, I think it's a Z-rod for most people. I use a wooden dowel because the Z-rod I'm hoping to use on my CR10. So I actually don't need that. So, I need to cut this up a little bit more. We're going to get as close as we can and pray that they fit. See, this is why we pray that they're going to fit, because it's just quite it's probably like perfect. And all right, so 7.3, let's make that 7.4. So from the middle here, we'll go back. What did I say? 7.4? Yeah. 7.4. Can I? Ooh, I could do that. I could do that. Okay, I do have some space. I do have some space on this for to push it out a little bit. Okay, sick. The other thing I forgot to mention that I want to aim for with this is I do not want the knife or the blade to have any way to cut the person using it. So I'm going to be putting a guard on top of it. That means it also can't come off the sides because I don't want it to like be anywhere that you could cut yourself. Because originally when I pitched this to Josh, he was like, don't do it because those blades are dangerous. And I was like, don't worry. All you gotta do is put it into the jig, and then you put a cover on it. It'll be totally okay. And he was like, I don't know about that. And I was like, trust me, it's gonna work. Now I need to know how. Okay, there we go. So I need you like this. Go flush with that face. There we go. And yeah, like that. That way, this should cut it to be this perfect circle here. Oh, I could have done that to begin with. Damn, that's smart. Okay. Well, now I have the measurements. There's the measurements, guys. We did it. Yippee. Okay, so it's 21 and a half. So I'm going to bump that up to 21.6. Okay. Come on. There we go. Calculator. 21.6 divided by 2. 10 and a half. Actually, 10.8. I don't even know what I'm talking about. And one over here. That's the same size. $10.8. Perfect. Now I want... If that cover is screwed down, I'm happy with it. Yeah, I'm debating between screwing it and gluing it. I think if you glue it, then it's permanent, and so as soon as the blade dulls, then you have to throw it out, which kind of defeats the purpose of it being sustainable. So that one's a little iffy. I'm still not sure about how I'm going to fix it. Because then if it's a screw, I have to put in a space for the nut or something like that. And it's like, I don't want to really. So it's like, oh. Oh. Get this out of here. Get this stupid line out of here. Okay, perfect. Screw to let the blade be replaced. Slot for the nut. I don't want to, because then I have to have the nut, and I don't have that. Let's see what I have in my bag of scrap bolts. Can you hear that? I don't think I have a nut in my thing. Oh, you're making this so difficult. I don't wanna. What I was thinking of doing is having the pieces from the original just work. The four screws from the original. Because the original has the 4 screws with the nuts, and those work pretty well for me. So I was thinking of just using those. And then the print-to-block connectors. No, literally what I could do is I could just have the top, like, fit on. The guard could go on as, like, a separate piece. And have it just thread into the plastic. Because it doesn't need to be super tight. It just needs to, like, work. You know? I guess I could do heat set inserts, but I don't really want to do that. I'm getting hung up. I need to keep going. So, then. Shoot, what did I say the gap was? Oh, no. Shit. That's the coolest new feature that Tinkercad has added, where you can add a shape to the face of another shape. That's awesome. Oh, now it takes off the guide, so I don't know where to make the cut. I was stupid. What was I thinking? Print to block is your thing. I don't use print to block. Ah. Okay, good there. Now make this come up all the way, like to the middle, sure. And then one of you, and make it like that. How it feels to just recreate. Oh! I said it. 1.69, I think that was the measurement that I used that I looked up last time. So that one I'm going to round down to 1.6. Check to see what the miner on the threads you're wanting to use, and then print a hole that size and use the screw itself to make the yeah, that's what I was talking about, like a self-tapping screw. I think that's just a better usage of my time as a self-tapping screw. I don't know if it, because it doesn't really need to be super strong. It just needs to be, work multiple times. Okay. So it needs to be the same length, but then how long is this one? So this one is 19.9. Round that up to 20, baby. Can I round that up to 20? Yeah, I'm going to round that up to 20. I don't really care. So I'm going to print this in PLA just to let everybody know. I'm breaking the rules a little bit there. So then... there, right there, and 4.9. Hopefully, pray that it looks right. .9. It's looking good so far. Looking good so far. And then I need a 3-point arch that goes here to here, with this point as the bottom. And then I cut all of these. So get this out of here, this out of here, this out of here, this out of here. Oh, that looks beautiful! Woo! That's nasty, though, as they still wear out. I don't agree that it's nasty. So let's be real. I haven't replaced my cutter or even sanded it since I got it from Josh in August. So it's a knife. Like, and let's be real. If it really was an issue where you're like, oh, I can't use it that many times, you junk it up and you chop it up and run the plastic through the ArtMe and the metal through somewhere where you can recycle the metal. We haven't gotten to the guard yet, though, guys. Don't freak out about the guard. Well, whoop-de-doo, you replaced your cutter. I can't do that because I can't sand the bearings. Some of us can't sand our bearings. Dreams. Ugh. Okay, so now what I want to figure out is... Dreams, I'm glad you're here, though, because I do want to... One thing that CNC Kitchen brought up that I want to nip in the bud before it even happens is I want to make a version that works with European pennies, or whatever you call them. Sterling, is it? No, that's sterling silver. Clown mode over here. 1.2. Hey man, how is my gift from me coming along? Very well. I am gonna Yeah, that's what I want. I want this to extrude the other way, and it is 1.2. EU 1 cent piece? I don't know. What's the most common? Because I know that was the one thing that CNC Kitchen brought up that he didn't like about it as it exists now, is that it used pennies, and pennies aren't common in the EU. More like PU. That was stupid. That was really stupid. All right, I gotta chill. Brexit be like. Okay. You gotta be the target audience for every joke you make. Okay. Oh my god. That was so stupid. Okay, so one thing that I did that I want to point out. So I just made, I don't think you can see it, but over here to the left, I did a thing called, oh, you can see it up here. So here there is a function called variable. I create a variable and I named it depth. Since I am making a variable cutter, I'm going to be changing the variable for the depth. And what I'm just going to do is I can just change that variable and then export everything separately. So this piece will be this piece and the top piece can be two separate pieces. It'll make sense, don't worry. What did you use for a base? What do you mean base? I think Dreams is still reeling from that EU joke that I just made. Because that shit was amazing. Okay. So, on the bottom, I want to make a new sketch for the... I'm going to do pennies. Oh! I have pennies right next to me, actually. I gotta reach some pennies. Got them under my desk. Pennies. Championship belt. I haven't started working on that project yet. Because if I'm making it, If I'm making it for my dad for his birthday isn't until September, so I got some time to work on other projects. Also, I know very little about the WWE. Gotta make sure to zero it, because I know Guns Out is going to have a comment about that. Alright, so this is 19.04. So I'm going to make the whole 19.2. Let me write that down somewhere. 19.2. 19.2. Is that bigger than this? That's almost exactly what he used. Let me know how it goes. Will do. Will do. Maybe I go a little bit bigger, because I know my biggest complaint with the cutter is the pennies didn't fit. So maybe I make it bigger. All right, this music is depressing. I don't want to listen to this. There we go. Okay. So they basically... How am I going to find this? I could just eyeball it, but I don't really like the idea of doing that. Although I don't have a better alternative. Shout out to Dreams for telling me about that function. Ooh, there we go. I got it. Now I can combine these two. And what's the 9.4? What's 19 point? 19 point... Ah, I need a calculator. Oh! Holy shit, you scared me. You scared me so bad.
I think I killed him.
Bro heard
I think he's done.
Bro heard the PU joke. Oh. Bro heard the PU joke and was like, I gotta ruin this guy's day. It's a good idea.
I'm gonna ruin it.
Snug off. Alright, I gotta turn you down. You're way too loud on my end.
Oh.
Well, it's because last time you were quiet and chat was complaining. See, I can't ever get volume right. That's the one thing I lack. Okay, so 19.4 divided by 2 is 9.7. So I was pretty close, actually.
Is it 19.4?
It is... So an actual penny is 19.2. But I felt one of my complaints with the original ReCreator is that the hole is too snug and the pennies fit in exactly. And so I wanted to give a little bit more space. Since you bolt them down anyway, it's okay.
So I dropped out of stream for a few minutes while I was trying to work out why my headset wasn't connecting.
Uh-huh.
So I had no idea what you were talking about. I just guessed.
That's so funny. Okay. Hold on. What was the original? It was 22.43. So 22.43 minus... I'm mixing up my math now. That sucks. So this is 9.4. It needs to be 9.7. I believe is what I said. I'm going to start writing this down. I don't know why I'm trying to do it all in my head. I have Post-it notes right next to me. I just got a whole new set of Post-it notes just so that I could do stuff like this.
Yeah,
holy shit, it's already 4:30? I've already been streaming for almost an hour.
Yes.
Oh my god. I didn't even realize that.
I did say that I would be here around an hour after you started.
See, that
so
makes sense. I just thought you were early because I was like, there's no way. All right, so it's 9.4. It needs to be whatever 19... No, come on. 19.4 divided by 2 is 9.7. So, whatever this original shape is, 22, it needs to be subtracted by 0.3. So that should be 22 point... 1.3? Yeah. Okay. If I combine those, that should be 9.7. Perfect. Awesome math. So, now I just need to do the same thing on the other end, and I can figure out where these circles are. And then if I can figure the distance between the circles, then I can be done. Bro heard the truth and showed up to agree. How do you feel about that? Just kidding, that's politics. I don't want to talk about that on stream. Did you even hear the joke that I made, or was that when you dipped?
I heard no jokes because you're not a comedian.
Oh, bro got me. So how would you say the fit is on the like Euro side of them?
So I remixed the 8 millimeter, not mil. Mil would suggest milliliter. Yes, thingy the 8 mil to take UK pennies. So,
Fantastic. Oh shit, that was a good one. That wasn't a good one. Come on. Now I'm doing the math off screen, so it just looks like I'm not doing anything.
No, your the way you present on camera just seems to not appreciate the meat space version. Looking away.
Oh no, VTuber me. This is the real me. Okay, 13.
I'm trying not to break immersion.
Yeah, no, you're not. You're definitely not. I can't believe I just found this out on the fly. I feel like the most brilliant guy ever.
What did you find?
So, hold on. I'm about to show you. So if I combine these, this should be 9.7. Perfect! Brilliant. So then if I make this 22.13, this will tell me how off each side this circle is to be the perfect amount for the cutter that I'm making. So that circle needs to be 11.7 from this side and 20. Yeah, you see them on screen. So I don't need to say them.
I see on screen with a huge delay.
Yeah. UK internet. What do you guys got?
Supposedly gigabit to the property, but not fiber. DOCSIS. Cable.
I don't know even why I asked. I don't even know internet ISPs in America. Why would I know ISPs in Britain? Okay. Oh, I'm not
maybe
in. What?
I was going to say maybe it's part of your infrastructure brain.
It's real and true. I don't know internet shit. I'm a civil engineer, remember?
Yes, which is that not also mildly cable laying?
I mean, we lay the cable. I don't know what the name of the cable companies
Yeah.
are.
I wasn't saying the name of the cable company. I was saying the technology used.
Oh. Okay. See, I misunderstood. I thought you were telling me the name of the.
No. Why would I tell the internet my ISP?
You'd be like, I don't even know my ISP. I just know we hate it, but I mean, who doesn't hate their ISP? Let's be real. Let's be for real about that one. Modeling this has made me feel like a genius. It's so cool to go back to making actual engineered models, because I get to feel like I actually know what I'm doing. Because whenever I model like actual, or like whenever I do the VTuber modeling, it's really tough because it's like, how do I explain this? I just kind of got to match it. It's more of like an art than it is a science. And so it's like, I don't know, when I can't get it exactly, I feel disappointed. But here it's all science. So it's just like, oh, well.
So the VTuber is the feels.
Yeah. Well, so I should be using an actual art program, not Onshape, if I want to be making VTuber models. Organic versus technical. That's exactly what I was just about to say, but you beat me to it. I could just make these equal. I could have just mirrored it over the middle. Why didn't I do that? I like redoing stuff because it wastes my time. Oh, speaking of which, so you would probably be interested in this, although you probably saw it in the mod channel. Speaking of which, I'm now a mod. That's awesome.
Mm.
I'm not gonna actually do any mod activity. I'm just gonna.
I was about to say it's almost like you've been given responsibilities.
No. He just wanted me to be able to tag everyone, and then I felt bad and didn't even do it. So it doesn't even really matter. Okay. So here's the part of the build that's gonna rely on that variable depth that I just talked about. Because I'm going to extrude these up, and I'm going to make that extrude depth X. Capital X? Oh, no, that's right. It's called depth. Yeah, there we go. So right now I have it at 7.5. So, whoa, look at it. It's almost like it's the ReCreator. Look at it. Whoa, no way. Ooh, one advantage is if it's flat like this, you could print it like this, and then the pennies won't be floating in air. But I don't know if I'll do it that way.
You can do what I do and hit it with a lighter and just soften the area and then put the pennies in.
So you could do that. What I did is I put it into clamps and just clamped it until they snapped in.
Yeah, I did that for my bearing shims.
It expanded the plastic, and then I was like, oh, that's probably not good.
But then when you screw it back down, it reforms it.
How much you want to bet these aren't even? I'm going to make them even for mine, but how much you want to bet they're not? See, I can say anything I want about Josh since he's not here. And he definitely won't be watching the VOD. Josh, if you're seeing this, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, bestie.
I propose we remove Ace from the ambassador program.
That's it. Bro's done. He was a little bit too goofy on stream. Josh saw how much how good I am at taking measurements off of importing stuff into Tinkercad and went, nah, we can't keep this guy in. He's too good at this. It's like if somebody comes to you and they're really good at like committing a crime, like they're really good at forging money. It's like, I don't know if I want you to be my friend anymore. Okay, duplicate, make a hole, and then combine with this, and that should make... Nope. Wait, what? Oh my... Okay, hold on. We're gonna just do that. So this is 3.83. Awesome. So I want to get this as close as I can. Pull that out there so I know the measurements. And then I can do the same thing where I do this. That looks about halfway. So then combine them. It should be 3.83 divided by 2, which is this number that I'm seeing. Whoop. It is 2.01. It should be 1.915, which is greater, so it actually needs to get pulled back a little bit. Ah, come on. So what I need to do is 2.01 minus 1.915, and that will get me that number. So I take the whatever this is, and I add to it. So plus 6.2, there we go, 6.295. Now, when I combine them, it should cut this in half, and 1.915, I don't think it goes to 3 decimal places, but if it did, oh, it'd be cool. And just to make sure that I'm right, it is 3.83. Well, 3.83 divided by 2, 1.91. So, perfect. Now I've got to ungroup these, and I want to keep that number saved. 6.30. Now I want to do the exact opposite on this side. I want to get kind of close to where I think the middle is. Combine them. It's the same number, so this being 1.76, it's very far off. I want it to be 1.91, and so that means I need to pull it back. Yes, I need to pull it back. So this is 4.3, right? 4.23, my bad. 4.23 minus the difference, but I didn't calculate the difference. 91 minus 0.56. So 3.67. That does not look centered. Something's up. Yeah. Hold on. Something is up. Oh, it's not the same number. It is 3.84. There we go. 1.86 is the actual. It should be 1.92. So what I need to do here is shift this over. By the difference.
I need another pultruder.
Boy, do I have a thing for you. You should buy the ReCreator Mark 6 kit.
I should.
You should. No way,
Or
look
maybe.
at that. 5.99.
Maybe I should be impatient and buy the pre-cut aluminium extrusions.
No, just 3D print them.
But they're already available.
But why couldn't you just 3D print them?
Shut up!
Everybody's like, why don't you make this out of pet? Why don't you make this out of pet? And it's like, I can't let them know that I just like don't have the time for it. Cause like I love doing ReCreator stuff, but it's not. I'm not just recreating, and then I feel bad because every time I do a project, I'm like, well, I could have made this out of pet, and I don't.
I
And
agree.
I'm like, fuck, man. I always feel bad.
Why didn't I just pultrude some PET to make this one novelty item rather
Well,
than
that's why I'm making this
wasting
cutter, because now I can
PLA?
hopefully make it really nice. I think it was. Hold on, I gotta make sure this is straight because I don't think this is gonna be straight. It's. See, the problem is it's just something that I keep thinking of. You know, like people are like, "Oh, why didn't you make the art me out of pet?" It's like the art me is already so like not overwhelming because I don't want to be rude to the
1.2 to 1.5 ish kilos of filament
It's
required.
almost 2 because I finished
2.
an entire roll of filament already, and I'm like a little bit halfway through.
Okay, then
Praying
for
that
the
none of them
public,
break.
that's 80 2-liter bottles. You know, 80
Yeah,
standard
it's
2-liter bottles,
and
assuming
that's
you
if
get a
every
good
pull
strip
is
every time.
perfect and they all
Yes.
recreate perfect, and it's not accounting for all the stuff that you miss in between, like when one roll ends and the next roll begins. You know, that little bit. It's tough, you know.
Or if you are a bit brutish with your reloads into your direct drive extruder and you nudge the hot end somehow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it happens. Not saying I've done that. I have other issues. And speaking of those issues, it's happening again.
What's happening again?
My encoder sensor doesn't seem to agree with my extrusion multiplier, and I don't understand. Sorry, encoder sensor.
These measurements seem off.
The filament motion sensor that is the Big Tree Tech Smart Filament Sensor 2 doesn't necessarily like my pultruded PET.
That does not look right. That looks way too close to the penny. What is going on, bro? So I'm looking at it like this, like it's a face, and I'm doing this one up here. I guess, actually, if you compare them, they look... I don't know, it still looks like it's too high up. What is the issue?
I knew the dimensions between the two, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. I want to say it's like 25
this
mil.
This is 6.3.
Oh no, screw going off to the edge. Just make them similar spaced and then work around that.
Yeah, I know. They all should be the same off of each edge. Right?
Yeah, so if you make 4 of them and space them evenly where you think the screw hole should be,
that's what I'm saying.
and then center.
No, but I want it to go onto the existing structure. Like everything's working, so hopefully, so that it just is a drop-in replacement. Like you don't have to do any extra crap to it. What is off with my design here? That's so weird. 43 point. Maybe my whole thing is wrong. I hope not, because if it is, I'm gonna cry. I don't know where my numbers will be off. Oh yeah, shit. My whole thing's off by like what is that? Like almost 4 millimeters? How? How is it off by that much? It's off by like a lot. What did I mess up? Yeah, because if you hold these like this. Oh, you know what I could do to find the gap in between? I could just hold them up to it. And then... See, I don't know why they're off. It's off by like 4 millimeters, but how? That's so weird. Why is it off by that much? Because I'm not measuring off the curves, so the curves aren't what's messing us up. It's something different. No, I want this line. There we go. Dimension that line. 48. So if I'm looking at it like this, it looks like a frowny face with 2 eyes. Right? Yes. So this... It's 40... No, it's right. 47 by 43.63. So it is 48 by... Yeah, it's off in the top, but how? What got screwed up? Maybe it is the curves, but I didn't measure the... I didn't measure... Where is it? There it is. I didn't measure these off of the curve, though. Measure them off of the actual distance between the 2 things.
There you go. I just sent screenshots into the Maker content channel. They're like 40-ish mil spacing for the screw holes.
Yeah, see, the problem, though, is that doesn't help me put them, like, align them with the actual structure.
But
see what I'm saying?
It does if you make if you make cylinders to simulate the screw holes, the things that you would use to make the holes, space them in a 40 mil square, group them together, and then you can align in the center your shape that you've already made. So then you've got a big ass shape, and then you group.
I think I see what my issue is, but I'm not saying that that's not a good idea. I'm not getting I'm measuring the distance between these, not the distance between these. If that makes sense. Hold on. I'm going to align these on the edge. There we go. So those are now aligned, and then I'm going to do the same to this one. Such a good tool. I'm so glad you showed me that Tinkercad can do that. So then maybe I need to find this gap in here, and that's the difference that I'm missing. You see this gap here? Once it buffers, hopefully it'll tell you.
You're trying to work out the width there in the slot between?
Yeah. I think that's where I'm messing my measurements up. This song is sad. I'm gonna switch. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm doing like crazy stuff to try and figure out this number. So. Alright, that should tell me this distance. It might be like 4. 6.6. Let's see if that fixes this. So instead, make this 6.6. It should make this one the same. Why did it do that, bro? Oh, I love Onshape. Onshape definitely doesn't make me want to cry. 20. I'll make this 6.6. Whoop. I gotta define these ones as well.
While I don't know the width, the way Josh would have got that curve would have been a tube sized to standard 2-liter bottle width.
Yeah, see, I don't want to do that. Because it'll
But it works.
Forever, dude. 'Cause then I'll have to
But
make
it
a giant
works.
curve. But see, I'm not making the curve. I'm matching to his part.
Yes.
So that's the thing. Why does it keep moving these down? They are defined. They can't... Why does it keep shifting everything? Oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Where is there a definition that ties it to the origin or something? There. If I switch this to 6.6. Okay. See, no, that's way too big. What am I messing up?
I wish I had an army.
It's cool, but then you realize what you lack. Like now I'm like, shit, I wish I had a shredder.
Yeah. I also wish I had a shredder.
It's also kind of spooky because it's like now that I have the army, it's like the only thing holding me back is my lack of work. And it's like, damn, that kind of sucks. Fuck, what am I messing up? I don't realize what... Oh, I don't have chat pulled up. I could be reading chat. I was doing some surface sweeps on Mastercam last night. I do it all the time, and for some reason it doesn't want to cut the solid body to the surface. I want to throw the keyboard through the door. That's how I feel right now, trying to figure out where I'm missing fucking, what is it, 6 millimeters of difference? Or something crazy like that? Hold on. What? How much am I missing?
Humor me. With your Tinkercad model,
Yeah.
just group it all together and center it on Josh's model and make Josh's model transparent.
But this is all Josh's model in Tinkercad.
Yeah?
I'm in Onshape.
Oh.
I'm in Onshape remaking it from scratch by tracing the dimensions. Yeah, this is up and down is wrong. Like this is wrong because it should be 43.64, let's call it. And it's not. It's 38.8. So it's off by not clock. I want calculator. Now I'm starting to lose my patience. It's supposed to be 43.64. So 43.64. And it's off by... Yeah, it's off by 4.8 millimeters. Where am I missing those 4 millimeters? I don't get it. See, I think I know where the issue comes from, but I don't know how to fix it. If that makes sense. See, because that shouldn't be the issue. What's going on? Oh, I see what the issue is. Okay. So this one right here. Okay, I see where I'm missing the extra space. I think. Now I just got to figure out how I can show that. I need this to be 4.84. Ah. Okay, I think I might have fixed it. Now let's go back into the sketch here. And does this look right? I don't know. See, it doesn't look right now. It looks like it's too much. It's the right dimensions, though. So I think it's fine. I think it's fine. What I need to look at now is... I can see how he made this in Tinkercad. Like, this rounding right here looks like just rounding a shape in. Like, you can put... Like, you go to here, and then you do radius, and you, like, increase the radius a little bit on it.
Yep.
That's what it looks like. I hope Josh doesn't watch this and thinks that I'm talking mad shit on all of his stuff. That would be kind of fun, though, to export this and import it and see how close I got by replicating all the numbers.
I'm surprised you haven't done that yet.
I don't want to. That's why. New sketch on the bottom. Because I'm nervous it's going to be wrong and I don't want to have to fix it. Because as soon as I put it in and it's like really badly wrong, I'm going to be like, fuck this. I'm turning off the stream. So let's come to a point. There we go. And then I need that. This. You. Oh, I still have it screenshotted. Epic. So you should be 6.3. And then you should be... 4.07. See, it still looks way too far out. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm actually going crazy. So it's 3.84, I'm going to call it. .84. And that's the hole. I think those are right. I can't wait to measure this and it be off like by just a hair, and so it doesn't fit when I print it. I'm gonna be like, that's it. I'm never 3D modeling anything ever again.
Would it be all of the compound tolerances that you've put in? Because you've been rounding here and rounding there. Could it be all of that now coming to kick you in the ass?
Well, I didn't compound round any of the outside dimensions, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't make any sense. Have you ever used SolidWorks? Yeah, that's what I grew up on. That's why I use this.
I have not used SolidWorks.
Clearly, because you use Tinkercad.
Everything's Tinkercad.
Well, Tinkercad is owned by Autodesk, who makes they make Inventor. They don't make they don't make, what's it called? Select a mirror line. Select the entities.
We will never know, chat. We will never know.
Never know what. Oh, Autodesk Inventor is the version that Autodesk owns, but they're all like the same thing. So like Onshape, SolidWorks, Inventor, they're like the same thing. But Inventor is owned by Autodesk, who owns Tinkercad. They bought it in 2013, I believe it was. It used to be free and open source, but then big business bought it and then was like, nah.
Inventor used to be open source?
I don't know if it was open source, but it was like its own thing, and then it got bought by Inventor. Or Autodesk. Sorry. I'm mixing up my shit. I have never used it, but about to dive into it. How easy is it to use? It's an engineering modeling software. So that's basically how it is. It's I can't say it's tough. It's just based on how it looks tough if you're trying to teach yourself. I would recommend watching like a video guide, or see, I learned it at university, so like, and in high school. So like I can't really say that, like, I've been working with it for so long, it's hard for me to really say. I would recommend Onshape because it's free. There we go. Look. I made it. Okay. It's because I know that you're going to comment and say that I should. Here, I'm going to transition over into this so that people can see the black bars while I export this. I'm learning from last time when I exported and it doxed my whole fucking root. If I implement as soon as I import this and the like holes are off by just a hair, I'm going to end stream. I'm just letting you know that. Okay, we're back. Oh, I'm so nervous. Is this the one that's uncut? Nope. This is the one that's uncut. Our engineering department uses SolidWorks, and the machine department uses Mastercam. I'd like to know both. If your company is paying for it, I would recommend using SolidWorks. I use a different software because I am broke. Oh! Look at that shit. That is beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. They are like identical.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that. The holes are just a hair off, but I think that's something where you could... I don't know. I feel like there's enough play in the plastic. I'll be able to get away with that. I'm very proud of that. That is fucking awesome. Okay, so this one is made for 7.5 right now. But I could make one for any depth. I just have to change the depth. Well, actually, it's 7.5, right? Yeah, 7.5 is what I said. So now on top of this, I need to make the cover. And I also need to make the holes in this so that you can... what's it called? Put the blade onto it. So... let me kind of map this out. So we need the blade to spin 90 degrees because it needs to be like this. Just put it up. You know what? I should do this in Tinkercad, actually. It will probably just be easier if I do it in Tinkercad and then... That's why I can't shit talk it too much, because it's like it's good for what I use it for, but not for what you use it for, because I use it for a much cooler and awesome way than you do. Dreams.
No.
You seemed actually like
No.
mad that I said it. You're like, actually, no, that's kind of hurting my feelings.
No. Tinkercad is the right tool for the job.
For this job.
Well, clearly, considering Josh made the original with a Tinkercad and you spent 25 hours struggling to make it in Onshape.
24 hours. No, see, the thing is not that I'm making it. It's that
25.
I'm remaking it.
Yes.
Hey, the cavemen made fire with sticks and rocks, but I can get a lighter at the grocery store and make a fire in like really easily. So
Yeah, but the cavemen didn't have grocery stores.
so real, so true. So I might have to extend it a little bit because the blade is just a little long.
Rotate the blade.
Oh, I could put it in... Rotate the blade. How? It's not going to cut then.
Here, well.
What are you talking about?
The blade doesn't need to be flat on.
What are you talking about? This is the...
Rotate the blade horizontally by like 45 degrees.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like that. Yeah, okay. That would work, actually. That would work. That's so weird, though. I don't know if I like that. But it's not bad. But I don't know if I like it. Jeez. Because then I have to do so much more math to figure out how to put it in there. I could just do this instead. I could just do this, okay? And then I don't have to do all the math to put it in crooked. God, the crooked is so much better, though. Shit!
It's got the right level of jankiness.
See, what I'm doing is more janky, though. With the red
what you're
shit.
doing is ugly.
It's very ugly. Yeah, no, I agree. And especially because it's gonna come like over the one side. Oh, it's gonna. Oh, fine. Oh, this is gonna take me so long to figure out how to do this, and I'm running out of time anyway. I might not be able to finish this on today's stream. That is a shame. See, even at a 45-degree angle, I don't think the angle is sharp enough. If I made it taller, the blade could be adjusted to be more like from the razor. What?
The okay.
What is he talking about?
So you move the contact area of the blade. So rather than it just being that 3 mm wide strip that is
Yeah.
exposed constantly to the bottles, you can adjust the blade along so that it's hitting a different point.
Mm. Gotcha. A little bit too much changed. So, let's see. This is why I wanted to lay it out in Tinkercad. Because I can just do this. That's not a bad angle. Right there. I think I like that. Now the question is, now I gotta find how to put the holes there. Take notes, thanks. I know you'll take every opportunity to rag on me. My biggest op!
Needs actual 2020s. It sucks.
I wonder if this is actually gonna cut. I should make two versions of this. One that's like has it the regular way and one that has it the sideways way like this. Just to make sure that it works.
Is the blade double-sided?
Make me pull out the blade. Not really.
No.
No, it's not really. It's got one side to it. It's beveled.
The rotation of said blade is correct for the...
So the blade is like this. This is exaggerated, but it's like this. You know, like that. It's like a wedge. So it can slice through the thing that it's like a sword. Or like a scissors or anything. All blades are beveled.
Oh, I'm too late. I could have said it, and I'm too late.
My sword.
No. Your mother is beveled.
Whoa, got him. All right, so I think we're saying that the gap is 3. Hopefully that's right. Do I have a bolt that has a diameter of 3 millimeters on the threads? Fuck. This is why I keep my streams at 2:30, but today I had a thing going on, so I couldn't. I'm tired as shit. For real. FR.
No cap.
Ooh, somebody's growing old up. No. Someone is getting younger. I'll figure out the screws later.
That's bottle number 5 protruded.
Are you recreating right now?
Yes.
Nice. So what I'm thinking I'm probably going to do, because this seems to have come out really well. Wait a minute. I just got a phenomenal idea. I could just make the cap in Onshape, import it into Tinkercad, and drill the holes that way. Damn. I'm so glad I thought of that. I'm so fucking smart. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so smart. Wow. Can you chill, bro?
No. No chill.
Talking to myself. I want this new part. And I want this to be 1 millimeter. Perfect. Now take... Can I cheat this? Please let me cheat this. That's not the right sketch. It is sketch 2. Ooh, no, that's not what I want. I'll make this like 5 millimeters. The cap doesn't need to be incredibly big. And then, can I just, please don't make me do this. Oh, beautiful. Fantastic. And then Boolean those. Great. Yep. There we go. Turn off the sketch. How thick do you think the... Oh, I can measure that. Oh, okay, awesome. So I'm going to have to go soon, but basically the rest of what I'm going to do is... I'm going to... Hold on. So... These 3. Boolean these. Okay, so now I have the cap for the top. These holes, I'm going to fill them in so that they'll actually hide the screws that keep the unit mounted. And then I'm going to run one screw over that connects the cover to the actual base. I'm going to import this cover into Tinkercad, and I'm going to cut out the section that's for the blade. And that's the last few things that I'm going to do. But I have to go. Like, I won't be able to do it on stream. Yeah. Sorry to, like, dash. But to make up for it, if I can keep on track at work and everything like that, I'll start stream on Thursday an hour early to make up for it, if that's okay with everybody.
Ooh.
I'll start at... I think I might already be starting at 2:30. Let me check my schedule. Hold on. It says I'm starting at 3:30. I'll start at 2:30 if my life doesn't get too busy on Thursday, to make up for the fact that I'm late today, or that I'm leaving today before everything's finished. But you guys will be seeing this way more in the future when I get to actually finish it.
Before you leave, how's the art print?
How's the art me print? That's a good question. I wish, again... Oh, it's actually printing... Okay. So I'm printing all of the parts on the A1, because I can't stop bitching about the A1. No, the reason I'm doing it is because I bought Polymaker's filament, and Polymaker has auto-calibrated profiles in Bamboo, or for the Bamboo A1. And so I wanted to make sure that I knew what I was talking about when I said that things looked kind of bad on the A1, because I was using their calibrated filament on their printers, and they look okay, but there's still some stuff that I don't like about it. So yeah.
No, that's fair enough.
I should have bought more spools of the PLA. It's funny, I ran out of PLA, so now I'm just printing everything in PETG. because I
Slightly
ran
more
because I
temperature
ran out of
resistance.
PLA in the color that I wanted, so I'm just printing everything in the PETG. But I'm doing a frost blue PLA and a purple. And my mom goes, "No way, this is a throwback." So you and Guns Out should feel at home with the colors. Oh, and the other stuff is white. So it's like an old soda cup. I don't know if it was that way in Britain back in the day.
I
How
don't
about
really
using
remember.
the razors that are used in box cutters? I might, but they don't have the... I want to use these parts right here, this like circle here and this circle here, to hold the razor in place so it doesn't move. I think it'll work. You guys just gotta have faith in me. I'm gonna print it in PLA to show that you don't need to print it in PETG. And then I can go back and add different circles to it to change the circle radius. Actually, I can make that a variable. I could go back and make that a variable so that I could have people request the size for the penny washer, whatever you want for it. It'll be epic. All right, well, I am going to head out then. And end stream. Sorry that I had to dip without having everything finished. I think that's a first for Maker Tuesday. Maybe next week I'll do another Maker Tuesday because I do have some more stuff I want to make that I didn't get a chance to. Is there anything else? Oh. There we go. Fixed. Anyway, so yeah, that is it for me. I have a video coming out on Friday. Happy Valentine's Day for that video. I will be live on Thursday. Like I said, unless anything big happens in my life, I might go live an extra hour early so that I can get more streaming in for you guys. Anything else you wanted to add, Dreams?
Just be excellent to each other.
Real and true. Real and true. Thanks for joining at the end here.
No worries.
All right. Well, that is all from me. I hope to see you in the next stream